As you may well know, throughout the world and throughout cultures, the drum is a very important entity. The drum calls to order the village. The drum calls to order the heart. The drum calls to order. It is time to hear the drum.
All children can achieve and learn at the highest level. And you just keep talking about that. After a while, other people start talking about it also.
Carol has a voice in the community. She has a voice in Detroit. People know who she is, and they know that she represents Detroit's children. It has been a constant drumbeat.
Her ability to step out there and take the kind of political and social hits that are required to actually lead on education and to change the conversation of education.
Skillman approach, I think, is exactly the right approach.
Carol has been very dynamic and challenging all of us to rethink our approach to doing this work.
How cool was it? I mean, how exciting was it? How powerful was it to have one of the major foundations in the city of Detroit, in Wayne County, in the state of Michigan, led by someone who was a trained, experienced social worker?
Carol sets the bar for what excellence means in changing outcomes for children.
She has always maintained an eye on the least of these, and that makes her a servant in the eyes of her peers.
Kids in our community are so much better off for her being here and a part of it.
Carol Goss is an absolute mentor to me and many in this community.
The children of our community have been blessed.
Exquisite leadership style.
I'm grateful for her showing me that your career should actually be driven by passion to make the world a better place.
Carol comes in, she always has a pleasant smile and looked fantastic while she did it.
She's very supportive.
People just love her wherever she goes, and she just has this lasting impact on everyone she's touched.
Allows men and women to aspire to greatness.
No child in Detroit, nor anywhere for that matter, deserves to grow up in a place where adults have closed the door on their futures or in a place where there is no love.
Carol's aggressiveness is through love, and so, you know, she's not afraid of anything or anybody. So and I think the reason she did so well in the neighborhoods, she never forgot the neighborhoods that she grew up in.
You know, we've actually known each other for 48 years.
No, it's longer than that.
It is? Mm-hmm. Okay. How long?
49 years we have known each other.
So we got married in May of 1969. Detroit is certainly my home. I grew up here. You know, we have 3 daughters. Our oldest daughter, Anika, lives here in Detroit. And then our middle daughter, Fatima, her and her husband, Matt, they live in Washington, D.C. And then our youngest daughter, Melanie, lives in New York.
Thought the middle one was going to be my linebacker, and she's turned out to be one of my favorite kids. So we kept trying for that boy, and finally we said, hey, enough's enough. And as things would happen, I have 3 grandsons.
And then we have 4 grandchildren.
You know, as you grow and learn more, you rather that they do the things they enjoy. Right. And they enjoy books. They enjoy books like you've never seen.
The University of Michigan is a really great educational institution. And it certainly provided an opportunity for me to get what I believe is a really good education. You know, I met my husband there, and some people who are some of the best friends that I've maintained over all of these 40 plus years. And you know, we had a lot of fun on campus.
I think education is a difference maker. The university has always given me an added advantage. When I graduated, I had 6 job interviews set up, and impressed me to a point to where I felt others needed to have the same.
I feel this passion for the university, and I want to be involved because I want them to embrace diversity. I was really proud of the university when they took on diversity legally and really fought to allow the policies and practices that they had in place.
Carol can talk with and to anyone. She gives everybody their respect. Carol is up, our alarm goes off at 4:30. I hate it. I absolutely hate it. And I'm the athlete.
Well, I have this group that I have been running with and working out with really since 2000. So we've been together 13 years, the same group of women, and we meet on Belle Isle every morning, and if it rains, we go to the Y together. And so maybe what I could do now is, once I'm retired, I can come back and take a nap.
By Carol retiring, it's going to allow her to take advantage of some of the things that she hasn't been able to take advantage of.
I'm looking forward to a slower pace, to being able to step back and reflect. I'm going to spend a year at Harvard, so I'll be learning new things. I have loved being at the Skillman Foundation. I've worked with the greatest people that really cared about children, who cared about the work, who worked their hardest, and gave so much.
Carol Goss is one of the best people I know. She has been meaningful and important in my life, and feel extraordinarily blessed that she was in my life for such a long time and that I was able to work at her right hand for 10 years.
What I recognized in Tonya was her own passion and spirit and ability to take the work to the next level. None of what we've done at Skillman could have been done if it were not for the engagement and the involvement of our trustees. And they have embraced the whole notion of being an embedded foundation and working differently.
She brought a face to Skillman. She brought a personality to Skillman. And I think the transition has gone incredibly smoothly. And I think Carol has left very large shoes to fill, but I don't think there's any doubt in my mind that Tonya Allen is perfectly capable of filling those shoes.
Most people don't realize Carol has a very beautiful voice. Singing voice. And she enjoys music, she enjoys the piano.
I do love music, so that's one of the things that in retirement I'm hoping to be able to spend more time developing that. I want to become active again in my church choir. So I want to have the time to do all those things that when you're so busy, you just don't get to do it. I remember when I first became president that I used to always say, well, we work until the work is done. And people actually did do that. And I've always been so proud of that and proud of the way that people built relationships and partnerships. And so I am just so grateful that I've had that opportunity.
Trendsetter. Shoes.
Running shoes. Fashionista, shoe advocate, shoe. Just a shoe person.
Classy.
No nonsense. Stylish. Yeah, shoes. Shoes, stylish. Shoes.
I will miss her very much, but most of all, I will miss the look.